Okay. Now, bodily kinesthetic students. Bodily kinesthetic students, especially in this age. Very, very important. Okay. Now, bodily kinesthetic students are students who like to move. The students who like to move from a place to another. Like imagine yourself traveling to Cairo, okay, for 3 or 4 hours, sitting on a chair for 3 hours. This is unbelievable. You get tired, you get bored, and sometimes you ask the bus driver to park aside so that you don't need to eat, you don't need to drink, just to move your legs. This is how students feel in classes. They want to move from time to another. They want to quench that desire, and you need to understand that, okay? So it is not very nice to control your class in a way that students are not moving at all. Yes, we don't need them to be moving all the time, okay, because we need to please every kind of students, okay? But they can move under your supervision, and you are moving with them. Like what? Okay, like exercises. You want to add something? Yes?
For ABC, why not clap and move and tap and stand legs and hands at the same time? We do the same thing with them, so it's interesting, and at the same time, conscious their desire for movement.
Yeah. And also it helps them remember. It helps them remember what they studied. Okay, because the body movements are going to remind them of the content that you were teaching. So all these methods are helping. Now, what we're talking about, how can you have a book, okay, that is also addressing students who like to move in classes, okay? So, and when you teach this way, okay, when you teach this way, your class is interesting, it's not boring. Why? Because part of your class is for musical students, and another part of your class is going to be for kinesthetic students. Okay, so enough, we'll listen to some music now, and what we're going to do right away is that we're going to do some movement. Okay, so why don't we, while listening to the song, why don't we stand together, and the respectful lady said, clap our hands. Okay, do some movement. Now, when you look at this book also, we've got something that is very interesting here, which is a story and characters that go through the book from the very beginning till the very end. Okay, which gives the students, like a sense of familiarity, okay, and love for the book, because he feels that he's living with a family. He feels like he's watching a soap opera, that he gets a new episode every day. Okay, so he's motivated, okay, to study the second lesson because he really wants to know how the story is going to continue, how the story is going to end. Okay, now concerning kinesthetic, bodily kinesthetic students, okay, in this story you can use something that is very interesting. You can use acting. You can use acting for them. Okay? Okay, so you read the story, now stand up and let's act. And imagine. Of course, we're going to come to this point because when we come to vocab, you're going to follow something that we call Bloom's taxonomy. Inshallah, we're going to talk about Bloom's taxonomy. It's like, like the 6 stages of teaching that we're going to follow. Like starting with testing knowledge, then giving knowledge, okay? So you're not going to do that until you are finished with the vocabulary, okay? Training them to pronounce everything, and finally you come to the uncontrolled exercise. So they stand, okay? They start acting, okay? But I'm focusing on this point right now because this is what I'm very interested in, because I'm talking about bodily kinesthetic students. What we have for them inside the book. Okay? Of course, this is just only an example, but in every module or every unit, if you like to call it like that, okay, you will find something addressing kinesthetic students. Now, let's move to some stuff here and see what kinesthetic students really like. As you see here, we've got the learner type, bodily kinesthetic. It's good at. Now, those people like what? They like moving around, touching things, and body language. They like to see you moving in a class. Okay. Now, learns best by moving, touching, and doing. And this is your job to please them. It is your job to please this kind of students inside your class. Okay? And activities, the TPR, what is TPR? What does it stand for? It stands for super, amazing. So total physical response. Okay? That they just respond directly. But what do we mean by total physical response? Like when you say to someone, sit down. Okay, this is an order, and the answer for this order is by, like physicality. Like it's not going to say something linguistically. It's going just to sit down, and you're going to use your body language in that. Okay, like stand up using your hands, sit down using your hands. Okay, so in this way, of course, like this is just an example, like writing dictation, miming. What do we mean by miming? Exactly. It's to act without talking. To act without talking. Okay? This is one kind of exercise that those students like. I believe that a trainer inside his class, especially with this age, must be like a clown. I'm sorry, but don't take that offensively. Okay? But we need to play with them and to please them, and at the same time we control it everything. Okay? So they play with me when I want them to play with me. Okay, but if I want them to move to another exercise, so I'm going to control them, I'm going to make them do it. Out of love is going to be like the best choice. Now, we've got realia. Realia, of course, you know this expression very well. It's about using real things and objects. Okay, they like to touch. Okay, so you need to give them what they want. Okay, well, there is a reality that cannot be doubted, that we will never be able to please everybody, like 100%, it's impossible. Okay, but when you try, it is very amazing to please like 80%. Then that 20% missed in this class, they're going to be, like giving what they want the next class. Yes, like pleasing everybody is impossible, but you try your best. You try your best, okay? So the second one we talked about kinesthetic, bodily, kinesthetic students. The first time, musical students. Now, okay. Now let's move to someone else here. Linguistic students. Linguistic students. Okay. Now, the word linguistic, we know that is taken, okay, from a Latin word which is lingu, and lingu means language or tongue. So those students like to speak. They like to speak so much. They like to. Okay.